Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up. Oh, there we go.
Grab a color.
Shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. This is OWE Wrestling Podcast. This is a WCW eulogy we are about to witness. Shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. RelaxPacks.net is around the corner where you can buy all your merch for GMO Wars, OWE Wrestling Podcast, and so much more. Appreciate you, all of y'all, for sticking around for the journey. For all those that tune in to GMO Wars, and even if you don't play GMO Wars, if you have WWE 2K24, send me the hashtags. I will download your superstar and add him or her to the roster. And that's not all. That superstar will have merch that you can physically purchase and buy on RelaxPacks.net. I thank y'all. This is OWE Wrestling Show. Oh, we talking a WCW eulogy. Sit back and relax.
Relax.
Swirling mass.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Turn my mic up. Turn our mother loving mic up.
Slim, what's up, Dre? How you doing? Yeah, I'll mute your mic.
Hunger Games up in my head. Gotta get the dough, babies need.
You gotta go and sit.
Virgil, all right.
Nah, you ain't doing me like that. You ain't doing me.
Come on, Black Queen, Sasha.
And Goldust, all right.
Yo, you are foul, bro. You are
Jeff Hardy at number 5.
number 5.
Goldust. All right, Goldust. All right, time. All right. Eddie Guerrero's going in Wrestling God. You're just gonna have to be mad. You're just gonna have to be mad. That's just how it works. No, you whoa.
Keep the job. I ain't giving donkeys today. That's the seed of God plotting on my.
I'm giving you a horn swallow. You get a goddamn spirit squad. You're nasty, filthy top 5.
Peers who, as it appears, ain't on my tier. Being hated by cats who ain't making that ain't my fault.
My favorite what? What is your favorite finish move? Favorite? It doesn't matter what your favorite finish move. Oh no. Oh, this
God damn it. It's your photo 40%. Yo, Montez, I think you put me on.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on, yo. You lucky you lucky WWE got copyright love. Boy, I would play the Street Fighter.
I'm excited. It should be fun. I'm gonna beat her ass, but.
Alright, talk your talk.
I'm more interested in it now than I was before. To be honest with you, I mean, I was interested in it because it's, it's money in the bank.
You
gotta have some good and bad in their team. And even when it don't make sense, so that's why I feel like.
I mean, because really that was their, other than like the AJs and stuff like that was really his, you know what I'm saying? That was like the most credible.
Hey, it goes right over my face too perfectly. That is funny.
I tried. I swear. Yo, listen. I tried. Stop. Let it happen. I'm gonna need you to Lax.
Wow. Dog. It's like you knew where I was gonna be on the screen.
Lax.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Oh, give it up. Clap it up. You gotta do better than that. Wrestling podcast. It's the episode. Oh, we talking a WCW eulogy. Shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. Before we get into WCW, the eulogy, episode 1 and 2 released under Vice with a documentary, Who Killed WCW, and it's a lot to discuss when that within that alone. But ladies and gentlemen, the word on the wrestling streets up first. The main topic for the word on the wrestling streets is Ricochet leaving WWE. But as you can see in the description, is more people worried about Samantha leaving than Ricochet himself? That's the question today. Is people more worried about Samantha leaving than Ricochet? And I'm gonna give you my takes and thoughts on that. Honestly, after talking with a few people and even seeing how WWE is moving, taking chances on like kind of that's their new way of getting the indie fans, because you know main of their new superstars, new arrival talent is kind of in home. So how can we attract the indie superstars? I'm not gonna lie, I think Ricochet is a part of this, and the reason why I'm saying this, it's the way everybody seems like they're leaving WWE, but they still kind of with WWE. And I have to add it with the TNA and that whole WWE little merge thing. Like, don't it kind of hints you like this timing of everything? Like, look at the roster. Everybody fits. Look like they can go back anytime. Like, low key, is WWE Triple H maybe, or WWE period, are they low key sending some talent to go to TNA, a safe place? Because technically, Anthem is kind of with TKO, so they're kind of in the same circle because it has you thinking. So I'm thinking maybe this whole Ricochet leaving thing is hype, and I think like he might leave, but he'll talk smack the WWE. I think that might happen, and I know somebody suggested Prince Puma angle or something like that. I mean, I'm excited to see, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The sorry, I was reading something. Prince Puma. I want to talk about that though. Even if that was an angle, and let's say it was real that Prince Puma wanted to leave. If you just scroll on all these posts, I'll say the about first 30 comments is Samantha don't go. Where's Samantha going to go? Is Samantha go with you? Like Samantha Irvin is really more high alert than Ricochet leaving, which is funny to me. I'm not going to hold you. Even though I hinted on the podcast before, I was kind of joking, but seeing this kind of made me feel like I'm right. Not going to lie. Like Samantha Irvin was definitely the little for little Ricochet push right now. And I think this little whole Ricochet might be written off TV, this and that. Part of me don't think it's that legit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think Ricochet's going nowhere. I don't know the threat of Ricochet, if that's an angle for WWE or is that supposed to build Ricochet up? I don't know. But that's word on the wrestling streets. Seem like we're gonna be doing it dolo today. And ladies and gentlemen, the WCW documentary on Vice. Who killed WCW? We only got episode 1 and episode 2, and we got a hint for episode 3 going in. And I just want to say, clap it up for the creators, the makers. Shout out to Vice and everybody that's behind this. Even as a hardcore wrestling fan, you think you know everything, and then the real stuff drops. But even watching that, knowing how there was even a line in there. Oh, that's what wrestlers do. Lie. I was like, some of this seemed iffy. And I want to shout out the producers because the way they went back and forth to get you on your feet, like who is lying, who is telling the truth. Like I love how many times they would like go to Kevin Nash and then cut the cone in. Like, man, they lying. You can tell egos was definitely high in WCW at the time. I think that was the real kill of WCW, but we got more. But we started off with the documentary talking about Eric Bischoff, who you got to admit is definitely the leader or the face of bringing WCW to the rise, or beating the streaks of going against Vincent Kennedy McMahon and smoking them with the main roster, the luchadors, putting new stars over, introducing stars to wrestling. Now you got to give credit to Eric Bischoff. But if you watch the doc, oh boy, you kind of saw where Eric Bischoff started crashing down. And I gotta ask you, first of all, in the comment section below, you tell me so far with these 2 episodes, who do you, who are you saying is the murderer of WCW? Because I don't want to say Eric Bischoff, and it's kind of funny if you're looking at episode 1 and 2. The people you want to say kind of killed it, they did bring it to the top. They was the reason why they was undefeated. They was the reason why they was untouchable. You can't be mad at them. And the first names that come to mind is Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash. I'm not gonna lie. Hulk Hogan, watching episode 1 and 2, Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash was definitely on the top of my list. The top of the top. But when you say that, you gotta add Eric Bischoff. It's literally the people that brought it to the rise, the people that brought it to WCW where it was. Literally killed it with power. Power went to the head. Perfect example. One of the big things I want to start off with. One of the hurts was Eric Bischoff giving the talent too much control. And a nasty thing I want to say, watching this, it just gave me flashes of AEW. Don't go down this road. Because you're doing similar stuff. Just stop it now while you're ahead. Just stop. But anyway, it's not about AEW. It's about WCW. The death of WCW. Oh man, with some highlights. I'm hoping, and before I get into the detail of the show, things I'm hoping to see in the next 2 episodes before we talk about this one. Seeing the Vince Russo one is next. I'm excited about that. But I do want to say I hope they like put a highlight on the luchadors, because it's not like without the cruiserweight division, I don't think a lot of people wouldn't have stayed tuned in, because your main roster was, as we'll talk about, they was just repeating themselves. So episode 1, Eric Bischoff, it was the intro to Eric Bischoff, how he got here. He was just a clean cut guy. He was at commentary table. Just the ring announcer. Then he did backstage commentary. Then it's like Ted Turner needed that position. He leveled up. Then now Eric Bischoff is like the booker. Is the guy leading in charge. The one that went 1-on-1 with Vince McMahon. And you got to give credit. He did a wonderful job. He pushed the limit. He brought I ain't gonna lie, kind of introduced the Attitude Era. If you look what we was watching. He literally teased in the Attitude Era because Vince doubled down on what Eric Bischoff did. We got to talk about how he had the idea. Hulk Hogan was doing movies. Eric Bischoff linked up with Hogan after he was shooting the movie. He got Hogan over there, and obviously, I know what they was talking about Hogan. They pushed it back, and I know backstage they was talking about the turn. Oh no, after Kevin Nash, and then Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. After the Hogan was the start. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, shout out to my co-host Dre for follow him at the Whole Effing Show. Hulk Hogan was the start. He was the guy that literally got people eyes like, oh, what's going on? Like this is Hulkamania. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers on WWF, and this man is on WCW. That to me that was low key the real shocker. But the difference was Hogan wasn't doing that much. I didn't like what Hogan was doing before the NWO happened. The hype and momentum was starting to drop. He did the storyline with Kevin Sullivan. And then remember they had that whole group with like the second fiddle, like the leftovers for WWE. I think it was Earthquake, Karma. Oh man, it was bad. I think Tamatanga. Oh no, not Tamatanga. Brutus the Beefcake. Pause. That is insane. And then after that, it was like, what's next for Hogan? How can we keep the energy up? And it was exciting to see and not know that Eric Bischoff and Hogan didn't really talk to each other. Hogan had way too much power out the gate already. He had way too much power. But everything went through that leg drop, big iconic moment. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm not a Hulk Hogan fan, even then, I was like, holy. That is the super baby face. That is literally like Captain America becoming a hill. It's just dropping a nuke on the world. That was crazy. And then you got to talk the NWO. The NWO was different. The attitude and seeing Eric Bischoff saying, "Oh, how his son was like, I need like 4 shirts. Everybody want NWO shirts." And I can't lie. Like, look what year it is, what time it is, and everybody, including myself, still got NWO gear. You got to give it up for Eric Bischoff thinking outside of the box, like really starting turning this into a TV program, not going to be locked into the wrestling box. Oh shoot, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Send the invite. Sorry, y'all. My apologies. Making sure my co-host could get in. But like I was saying, it was dope. Before we get to the NWO, let's because I'm so excited. This was really one of my these episode 1 and 2 was amazing. They really went in depth into stuff we thought we knew, but we didn't know. We really didn't know, and it was I love seeing some of the wrestlers they put their point of what was going on. I didn't know Kevin Sullivan was a big booker over there at the time. Not a big Kevin Sullivan fan, but you gotta give it once again back to the NWO. You gotta give it up to them for the creating of the NWO. Eric Bischoff literally was a mastermind. I don't think he gets enough credit for the stuff he get. I don't. I mean, no, I gotta say it. I don't think the attitude would have been thought of if it wasn't because of the angle that Eric Bischoff was taking. Because they literally just doubled down on everything Eric Bischoff was doing. You beat me in ratings, 82 weeks. Oh my god, that's a lot of Mondays. So you got to give Derek Bischoff. But man, he let the superstars run the asylum. Hulk Hogan, man. Like, geez. RIP to Scott Hall, but it would have been very nice to hear his side about all of this. It would have been nice because I don't know, because he and Kevin Nash, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That man was so bitter. Him and Bret Hart through that whole documentary was just so bitter to me. They was literally damn near the whole episode just crying. It was just funny every time. Like I said, shout out to the producer. Every time it seemed like Kevin Nash was saying some, it literally cut the Conan, cut the Booker T, just back it down. Like, man, the upper class, they just wasn't having it. The ones that was here already or kind of got it to the top, which you can't be mad at, wasn't having it. And then when it went to, I'm kind of doing all this to get to my favorite episode, episode 2. Episode 2. Yes, the Goldberg and whole Bret Hart talk was the part for me. See, it made me look Goldberg in a different light. I'm not gonna lie to you. And a part of that is because what Goldberg did that a lot of those other wrestlers didn't do, or I shouldn't say a lot. Some of the wrestlers on the show that didn't do, it's like they wasn't being humble. Like Bret Hart and Kevin Nash was saying this, and it's not like Goldberg was saying, "Nah, they wrong." I was green. They forced me here. What do you mean? They shot me right to the top. I was over. It was working. Just like the NWO. Who's gonna stop y'all? Tell y'all to stop. Kept going on too long. Matter of fact, somebody should have told you to stop. But Goldberg, wow. Even the Goldberg and Bret Hart thing, that little back and forth discussion. See, it kind of hit different with Bret Hart, a professional who does this. You telling me when hearing that they both knew the spot, watch for the kick, and then he's saying a kick that I always do. So you didn't, you just thought you was the best there is, the best there was, and then you can see how he tried. He didn't even put the hand up. Disgusting. Who man is this? My co-host. Once again, shout out to my co-host the whole effing show. But Bret Hart and Goldberg, man, Bret Hart was just bitter through the whole thing. I wish I heard a little more, but I just can't talk about because he was just literally yeah, he was literally the whole time. And Kevin Nash and when Bret Hart first got on camera, him and Kevin Nash just kept going back and forth on Goldberg. But you can low key hear the bitterness. Like obviously, we know why Bret Hart is mad. I can't blame him. Let's be real. He was getting the biggest bag in WCW at one point, and Goldberg just flushed that all down the toilet. Slightly can't be mad at Bret Hart, but this man said, how many times he gonna say sorry? I don't blame Goldberg. Like, how many times I'm gonna say sorry? Like, it's wrestling. You know the game. Should have put the hands up. But Kevin Nash, you sound like a hater. Like, it just sounded. You can hear Booker T and Conan backing up how I felt. Like, man, he just wanted to be at the top. He ain't want Goldberg to be over. It took 3 of us. NWO, add Eric Bishop. If you want to add Eric Bishop, it took all 4 of us. And this one man is adding up to the hype, even it out. Oh, here he is, the co-host.
Smoke, bro.
You said what? Anyway,
I have my headphones. I can't hear you. I gotta smoke, bro. That shit just irritated the fuck out of me, bro. My phone did not. My computer still wouldn't work. I had to manually type that shit in, bro. I tried the first one. That shit was.
No, that wasn't the right one.
Yeah, I was like, man, I was waiting for a bitch like that.
Yeah, I went live too early.
Yeah, I was getting vexed. Like, god damn, bro, this shit do not want me to do it. Give me like 15 real quick, bro. I'm about to like smoke out this blunt real quick.
All right. I don't think he realized it was live, but y'all, it's all right. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you the Goldberg and Bret Hart, look how he popped up when I'm about to slander Bret Hart. Perfect timing, huh? But yeah, that dude was the whole time. That whole time we gonna run it back one time for y'all. I'm gonna catch up with him, but I just had to let y'all know my straight up feelings about that. Let's just take away before we get, because I know I missed some things. But that was my quick recap of what we saw, especially in this 30 minute. Look at that 30-minute recap. Look at it, like it. Well, the short summary of my feelings: Kevin Nash and Bret Hart just through the whole episode. I felt bad for Eric Bischoff. I will say that. I did. At the end of it, I definitely end up feeling bad for Eric Bischoff. But he caved in into the talent. I can't wait to talk to my coach on this because I really feel like the NWO was the death. Like literally the whole gimmick. If you really think about it, now we hear. Oh, I thought about it. I had to think what it is. Yo, now we hear their gimmick came to life. Their gimmick literally came to life. The NWO was supposed to be the poison. The NWO was supposed to destroy WCW. And guess what? Yes, they did. Oh man, I just thought of that now. And look at it. Yeah, yeah. I think it was all out of respect that Scott Hall. You can't bring Scott Hall. Why would you do that? Don't do that. Shout out to Scott Hall for coming up with that Sting gimmick. Boy, he probably helped out Sting get the easiest bag of anybody. Like the way Sting was getting paid, and he wasn't doing that on TV. He was just in the wrapper, standing with a crow. Sometimes he lost the crow, then he went to a bat, just standing randomly. You gotta give Scott Hall, yo, clap it up for Scott Hall, man. Yeah, but I think we're definitely going to discuss this. That's my answer to the death of WCW is the NWO. That's my official answer. I'm gonna talk to we again, but I'm telling y'all, that's my official answer. How am I wrong? Hulk Hogan, first of all, I feel like he had too much power. But I want to say this. Let me be fair to Hulk Hogan because I always slander him. That documentary does point out a lot of stuff. It kind of opened your eyes to certain stuff. But I gotta give Hogan credit. That was actually smart booking to me. Even to hear that it was Hogan's decision to lose the title clean. That I ain't gonna lie. That give it up for Hogan, man. That's all he gets. He's like, shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. OE Wrestling Show. OE talking about WCW Eulogy. This episode is sponsored by RelaxPacks.net. RelaxPacks.net. Relax is your world. You can get merch from GMO Wars, some merch for OE Wrestling. You get merch for everyday life, Mother's Day, baby, fitness, and more. Even you amateur wrestlers, there's a tire on there. You receive RelaxPacks.net. Relax, it's your world. All right, y'all. OE Wrestling. We talking about WCW Eulogy. Before I don't want to get too lost in this or get too far, I got far enough in this episode, but I want my co-host to get his feelings and talks on this. But I am excited for the next episode. Episode 3, Vince Russo. And once again, like I said at the beginning, I hope there is at least a little talk about the cruiserweights because they did so much for WCW. Like they was literally underrated, y'all. Seriously. All right, after this quick break, we're going to get back into the action. Join the faction. Shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. Once again, you go to relaxpacks.net to get all your merch. And if you have WWE 2K24 Create a Superstar, send me the hashtags. I will download your superstar and add him or her to a roster. Be right back. All right, let's get right back in there. Before we get deep back, before we get back into the topic at hand, we got to do a top 5 question. Ladies and gentlemen, who is your top 5 WCW superstars? And I'm going to give you my top 5 out the rip. Eddie Guerrero. You got to have Eddie Guerrero. WCW, I'm going to say the icon Sting. Can't go wrong with Sting. Personal top 5, this is going to be a little different. Well, at the time in WCW, definitely a Rey Mysterio guy. Oh, man, all these cruiserweights. Juventud Guerrera. Nothing but cruiserweights. Juventud Guerrera. I almost wanted to say Billy Kidman, but I'm going to go. It's a good one, man. I kind of want to say Chris Jericho. The original list, the arm bar. Oh, no. I got to keep it real. Dean Malenko was different. I know, right? I am capping. Literally, Ric Flair. How do you not do this? One of the best in the game. The 1A, 1B at that time, I know it was Hogan and Flair. For the fact for them to be on the same brand and that junk died is crazy. Even though they literally started off out the gate with Hogan and Flair, but that was but it was a good way to introduce Hulk Hogan into WCW. Another top 5. What is your top 5? Top 5 factions? Well, that's cheating. Of course, the NWO. The Filthy Animals was fire. The Filthy Animals, I think it was Rey Mysterio, Conan, Billy Kidman. I think his name was Kenny Chaos. I can't think of that name, but it was a team, a 3-man team with Alex Wright, Shannon Moore, and it was somebody else. Of course, the 4 Horsemen. And I know there's another team I like. I definitely didn't like the Kevin Sullivan team. But if you want to go way, way back, the Dangerous Alliance, they had Rick Rude, Stone Cold Steve Austin, at that time stunning Steve Austin. Fire. All right, y'all. I gave you all my feelings pretty much, my takes. I can't wait to see how you feel. I can't wait till he leads up to Bret Hart and Goldberg, because boy, the conversation is gonna get funny. All right, we're gonna give Unhinged Dre. That's what we'll start calling him on the pod. We're gonna give Dre a chance to get back. I appreciate y'all for all the viewers, all the supporters, all the followers, all the subscribers. We'll be right back after this break. Sit back and relax.
gray, black and white.
Yeah, yep. Wait, it's still, but I appreciate y'all tuning in. And once again, this episode is sponsored by RelaxPacks.net. You can find all your merch for GMO Wars, OE Wrestling, the Hierarchy, fitness merch, even amateur wrestlers. You can buy some gear on there. Once again, this is WCW. Oh, we talking WCW Eulogy. Once again, this episode 1 and 2 of Who Killed WCW. And once again, I just want to highlight this documentary. We saw The Rock, and then we talked about some of this, but let's go to another part into there. The whole when the streak went downhill. Episode 2 also was called When the Streak Ended and Stuff Got Nasty. It was a lot of things that went wrong. Like I'm saying, the the talent was running the show and it was not good. The NWO, sorry, I'm looking at the screen. The NWO was running the show. The NWO is still my pick that killed WCW. Let's just think about the night. Remember, I said you could add 3 to 4 members of the NWO. Of course, we're not going to speak on Scott Hall. So who you got left? Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff. So let's talk about that bad night that kind of hurt. Oh boy, the run completely. It was a horrible night for WCW. First, you do this Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash story that you built up like these two are finally going to go head to head, one on one. 2 members of the NWO finally going to clash. They get in the ring, 1-on-1. Raw is going on as well. But let's imagine watching WCW. Been waiting for the story. These two face to face, and the signature finger poke of doom. He poked this man. He falls down. 1, 2, 3. That the fans don't know what happened. They can't believe after all this hype, after all these weeks, this was the ending. This was the outcome. Strike 1. So if I'm watching that, I'm already switching to Raw. Let's say you one of them guys. I watch Raw, but I'm still a WCW guy. So you seen the finger point of doom? You want to stop? You're like, all right, I'm gonna try during the Bam Bam Big ol' shout out to Bam Bam, and I think it was Scott Norton match. That's when Eric Bischoff tried to mess up Raw ending of The Rock versus Mankind, but I don't think they realized where The Rock stand. I don't think Eric Bischoff realized how much the story at that time people are chanting for Mankind to do this. And Eric Bischoff told people the ending. So what they think younger fans do? Oh, let me see if he lying. Let me see if this really gonna happen. Mankind's gonna win. And boy, from the finger point of doom to telling an ending to a Raw show, the Attitude Era just went up and up and up. That's why we saw The Rock on there. I had to think of that was another double, other than him kind of sponsoring the show. Yeah, it was. It was The Rock and Mankind match. That was part of that spoiler alert. And that spoiler alert definitely made them win in the ratings. The 82 week of defeating Vince McMahon was not successful. You talk about backfire. Then after that, man, this is when stuff got dark over there. Once Kevin Nash started really running stuff, and the highlight of him and Goldberg just didn't work out. You can tell people backstage they got when Kevin Nash got the I'm gonna be the Booker. You could just see from Conan, even clips from Booker T. Booker T didn't want to ride on him, but you can tell, man, the energy when you talk about it, it was a dark time for WCW. It definitely was, and you could tell the Wolf Pack came in, which was okay, and I liked how Eric Bischoff. Oh, and also another thing with Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff was not only arguing with talent. I like this production because it was nice to see the other war Eric Bischoff was having within the company. The other Marcus didn't like Ted Turner giving him all the money. It's kind of crazy to see how much people really wanted wrestling to stop. Like, this is not real. It must stop. They're not. Why are they getting the budget? And it's like Eric Bischoff brought y'all to the top. He brought in all this money. He's trying to prove why you giving us money. And it's like now y'all want to take the money. We got other corporate people hating on me. Oh, I'm being questioned. I'm spending money, even though I'm making y'all a lot of money. Eric Bischoff, he just dealt with a lot, man. It's not easy being in his position. Especially when you working with outside of the business with the network like CNN and all of that, you gotta still deal with the stuff inside of the business. And now you got people telling you dumb it down. You can't go that far. Meanwhile, especially if you was at the Attitude Era, Vince and them was doing whatever. Whatever. Women was barking. It was broad panty matches. Women was damn near topless. Like, it was crazy. It was insane. Man, the WCW, Who Killed WCW is a great documentary. Like this, I was telling my boy Ari Starks, shout out to Ari Starks, this is literally on the level of the airplane ride. Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on. Well, yeah, man, I appreciate you. Oh, I think he pulled up. Just in time, about to sign out. Well, guess we could still talk about it. Get my co-host, get Unhinged Dre's side of the Who Killed WCW side of things. Once again, I'm just letting y'all know this episode is sponsored by RelaxPacks.net. June 29th is the official release day for RelaxPacks.net. Shout out to all the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Oh boy, just in time. Boy.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, it's about to get crazy, man. It's about to get crazy because I know we about to disagree.
Yeah, well. Basically, you need to just tell me your side, and I'll join in because I talk for hours.
Man, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to put the blame on certain people. When I think about it, I'd have to put the most blame. I have to put the most blame on maybe. Well, first the network. The network execs, because they didn't want it on there to begin with. Off the rip. Even when they were doing good, they didn't want them on there. And then when they finally were doing good, they put too much on them. They set them up to fail. But after the network executives, I'd probably have to go with.
I got mine.
I probably have to go with either Vince Russo, even though they haven't even really got to Vince Russo yet, or
yeah, go ahead.
From the first 2 episodes. I'd have to say Kevin Nash. I'd have to say Kevin Nash is number 1.
Can I say this before I tell? Because my pick is gonna be so simple. I'm not even gonna say it. I think it was kind of dead before Vince Russo. I'm not gonna. Nobody really want to talk about it. That's why I can't wait for the next episode, because realistically, he might have put the nail in the coffin, like he literally. But I'm not gonna hold you. They was damn near dying before Vince Russo was supposed to be the savior.
There was some nasty stuff.
They literally signed. They went and got the WWE guy because he made those stories. So he was supposed to be the savior because they was dying. But nobody want to talk about that. But let me just tell my pick, y'all.
NWO.
They lived out their gimmick. Nobody wants to talk about that. They literally lived out their gimmick. And then I want to say this. If you want to say, oh, you can't say that. No. Even if you won't want to say the group, how it is start, even though, yes, I agree. We agree on this. Basically the people that brought it to the damn near top kind of slowly started the end of the streak. And the reason I want to say this, think about the NWO. We're not going to count Scott Hall because they left him out. So the main people, Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash. NWO. Because Kevin Nash played a big role. Hogan, I'm not going to lie. Hogan is a little, I will honestly say that. I will say that out of everybody, we still to blame. He's still got a big part in it, but he's not a huge blame. I want to say this. I appreciate this documentary. I am still a man of what I saw. Hogan ain't really the. If I had to rank them, I'm still including the whole NWO. Like I said, their story literally played out to their death. Even how they died. There was a gold and silver. No, there was a black and silver. What? NWO. They should have let it go.
If I had to rank them, Hogan's up there, but I only put Nash. I only put him lower than a Nash because he had a higher contribution rate. You know what I'm saying? But
bro, that's still.
But he had some nasty moments. But man, Nash's moments are even nastier, bro. Are you both involved in the pinfall of doom?
It's Nat.
But you're the one who took the fall. You the one who got poked and went down. So you're the one who did the job. So that's nasty work to begin with.
Nash. This is Hogan. I'm sorry, Nash is high.
Yeah.
High. He had a lot high. Even the nasty with Hogan, he was a part of.
I'll put Vince Russo above Hogan too, because even though he came in late, he didn't put no contribution in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all down. It's all down for Vince. At least Hogan and Nash could say, hey, I had 83 weeks of success. But at the same time, bro, like they had some of the nastiest. Hogan and Jarrett. You had the Starcade. Finger poke of doom. That's 3 Hogan. That's 3 strikes, Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Nash, you got 2. But Nash is that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Nash got the 2. He got the finger poke of doom, and then he got the booking with Goldberg. You killing Goldberg's momentum when you did, bro. Yo, I remember that time frame. It was Stone Cold and Goldberg, and that was the dream fantasy matchup. Yo, what happened to Stone Cold take on Goldberg? And a lot of people thought, Goldberg the real deal. I think Goldberg will take Stone Cold. Like, as badass as Stone Cold is presented, Goldberg's reality factor. Goldberg was Brock Lesnar before Brock Lesnar, bro.
Bro, all I want to say real quick is yes, we highlighting Goldberg because Goldberg was like in the documentary, but off of Conan and after. That's why I said when you wasn't here. Literally, when Kevin Nash was saying some, what might seem like some, they literally cut the Conan or Booker T to double down on the energy. Like that nigga just wanted to be on top.
And then they would, and then switch to DDP. Switch to DDP to rebuttal. I'm like, what the fuck?
What I'm saying is that no, we're saying Goldberg, but I'm the point thing of you saying I'm only giving no, bro. That whole booking error of Kevin Nash went downhill. So that's what I'm saying. You just no, I'm not no. That's what we saw. But literally, people they didn't want to go in detail. What they were saying, bro. It was kind of literally Conan demeanor switch when they brought up Kevin Nash booking. Literally, he put his head down like, man, that was some bullshit. Like, bro,
when they got to
he is here. Matter of fact, you can't even see my hand because it wasn't just Goldberg. That's what I'm saying to you.
That was a funny little thing because it felt like there was like it was a 3-on-3 team. You had DDP, Kevin Nash, and Bret Hart. Because Bret Hart and Kevin Nash were tag teaming Goldberg crazy. Bro, like Bret Hart kept taking shots, and one person you can't say nothing about in regard to like who killed WCW. Without a doubt, Goldberg had nothing to do with it. Like Goldberg was like he was the one good thing they had going, and they killed that. Like,
bro, nobody better say Goldberg had anything to do with their death.
You can't say Booker T. You can't say DDP.
This is why I always go back to this. Even let's talk about story-wise. Why Conan and all of that was giving that energy. Booker T, all of them was giving that energy. Even DDP hit it. Wait, hold on. Now I'm going to finish my statement first. These dudes, it took them to make that money. Guess who made their type of money by himself for a short period of time? Nobody want to talk about that. This man was a one-man machine getting close to their numbers. It took 3 of them. It took them to add more. I ain't gonna lie, it was a beautiful story. But still, it was all of this. It took Goldberg. Yo,
yeah,
bro.
Goldberg was different, bro. Like, I don't care how people talk about his wrestling prowess or whatnot, bro. Like, during that time frame, bro, there was the internet still, you know what I'm saying? So there were internet marks or whatnot, but it wasn't until he got to WWE where like the internet really started getting like heavy with the real smartened up to every single little type of thing like that. So Goldberg's gimmick got to work during its time frame like perfectly, bro. Like he didn't get no shit for the most part. Like
impeccable. Like he did not, bro. If you really look at from the business side, that man did nothing wrong.
And yo, I hate to say it too, because I was a fan of Goldberg, but I wasn't the biggest fan. But on this documentary, Goldberg was one of the most chill, humble. He didn't take no shots back at nobody. Everybody was taking shots. He just be like, "Yeah, I fucked up. Oh yeah, I wasn't ready yet, but hey, I was that guy. Yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bring up just out at your boy.
Like, yo, Goldberg, cool them motherfucker, man.
Even having that conversation of the spot, it like I ain't gonna lie, it made me like go right. Yo, home really is like I understand. I get why he mad. He has all right to be mad.
Relax,
boy. No, bro.
Yeah,
no.
Relax.
You saw what we saw. Nah, they saw. If you see that episode, you saw what I saw. Yo, the spot, the fact that they both knew about the spot. What kick spot you're talking about? Okay, best there ever will be.
Like, nigga said, I didn't even know what I was doing though. He followed up with, I didn't even know what I was doing. He told me, he said, I'm throwing the kick. He was like, but I didn't know what I was doing. Nigga just threw like a wild ass kick, just cling.
Bro,
yo,
I will find. Oh my god, I'm glad we got an IG. I will find all the kicks that Goldberg has repeatedly did that kick before he wrestled Bret Hart too. Just to make it fair, I'm gonna put the date and everything.
No, I know he does that kick. He does like he has like several moves, and that was one of them.
Exactly. So that's
why I say that kick was intentional, bro. Even though he could say, "Oh, it wasn't Goldberg was that dude," like we said, and then you have Bret Hart come in, and just because he's from the ops,
No, you're
he
just
was the
being
number one op. Now he got the highest check. You're getting paid more than me,
you're being
Yaka, bro. That kid, come on, bro. Like Goldberg, just keep it stacked, bro. Enough time has passed.
Goldberg,
And you know, I think if Bret wasn't so bitter.
Goldberg, you don't have to worry.
I think if Bret wasn't so bitter, Goldberg would have been like, "Yeah, I stiffed him." You know how you see these old wrestlers nowadays? They'd be like, "Yeah, I used to stiff," and they'll go back and they'll even show the matches. They'll be like, "Yeah, I stiffed him."
And I'm not even a Goldberg fan. I got you. I did this before with Ari Starks and Sue. So remember what I said. I'm a clip what he and I did the same thing. I'm a clip what he just said, and I'm gonna put the dates of every time Goldberg did that same damn. Yo, you know what's funny?
That's what I just said. I just said he clipped him for real.
Find it. No, he literally. No, I'm a clip that and put the dates every time he did that kick before he wrestled Bret Hart. And you know what's funny, y'all? There's even, if you really pay attention to the documentary, before they got to Bret Hart talking about that, they showed before Bret Hart got there, he did the same kick to who? Kevin Nash. But I'm gonna let him proceed. Let him get
look how tall Kevin Nash is. He ain't kicking Kevin Nash in the head like that. He ain't kicking Kevin Nash in the head like that, my G.
Yes, he did. It's in the documentary. They showed
Bruh,
him.
You are not reaching Kevin Nash's forehead. You ain't hitting his temple like that.
Wait. It was literally in the documentary. I can't wait, yo. I'm glad we clipped all of that. Oh, we wrestling. Oh, you know how I do. I'm a double down. I'm gonna put the relax over his face. I haven't done that in a while.
Nah, you're gonna relax right now. So.
You're
gonna relax right now, okay?
If you watch the documentary, say less. If you really watch the full documentary, say less.
We know he does that kick, bro. We know he does that kick.
They
threw a
literally
little something on it. He did it.
And
usually when he does it too, he does like the arm. He like grabs your arm, does a little spin around, and then kicks you. Like this time, he just threw him off the ropes and just thrust kick that nigga.
I cannot wait the 30th.
Not even his normal setup. Watch when he did Kevin Nash. I bet you he didn't throw him off the rope and then just.
Ain't you that color? Who did Ill Will Body? I'm gonna put you. I can't wait. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be funny. All right, continue. My fault.
Nah,
I got hype. I might AI this.
Yeah, AI and nothing. Get out of here, dude.
I'm telling you, the fact that it was in the documentary makes it hilarious. But go ahead. My fault.
Goldberg was cool though, bro. I gotta give him that. Booker T was on the like, yo, man, it was the new generation and being held down. You could tell Booker T was part of that group of people. I'm surprised Booker T didn't pop up in WWE with the Radicals and shit the way Booker T was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I ain't gonna lie.
He gave Eric Bischoff his flowers though. So I gotta give Eric Bischoff his props for that. Like, man, like they was booking me like, you know, stereotype black guy until Eric Bischoff got there and start to, you know,
turn me up real talk.
So I'll give him his props for that. You know what I'm saying?
Eric Bischoff, that's why I said we do all this, but Eric Bischoff's low. Home went through a lot. He tried to defend the company, he brought the company. He had not only to fight people inside of his company, he had to go to war with CNN and all of that. Like back up,
yeah.
I'm literally hating on me because I'm making the money.
Booker T killed me with that though, because at the same time he did give him his flowers, but at the same time when everybody was saying, "Yo, who do you think?" He was like, "It was Eric Bishop." He cut the check. He cut the check. He's the boss, so it's on him. I'm like, I get that.
Exactly. That's why I'm not in Booker, because it's like I do that thing now. If WWE mess up, I say Vince. If WWE do great, I say Vince. I say Triple H. Triple H. I talk about NXT. I talk about the leader.
You know what though? Hey. As petty as Bret does come off on that motherfucker, bro, as bitter, everything is truthful. And I say it's truthful because when you really see like the people in the documentary, like they don't really ever clap back at him. You know? And one thing about that documentary that did piss me off, bro, like, all right, it was so condescending. Cause there's a part where Bret's like, yo, like someone tell this guy it's pretend, you know? the word pretend coming out of Bret Hart's mouth, kind of like, you know, and what made me sick though was the fact that we're behind the scenes with this wrestling thing, but when they did the Bret Hart part, dog, they did like a little tribute. It was like about a minute, maybe a minute and a half long, bro. Where it was like just highlights of Bret Hart's career and shit with like this like monumental music playing and shit. And people are just like, I had my best match against Bret Hart. And like everybody, hey, all the other people, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, while Bret was talking spicy to everybody else that there, they had like a little hour, not an hour, they had like a minute and a half where everybody there basically paid homage to Bret Hart. I'm just like, damn, Bret Hart talking spicy to everybody. He ain't got nothing nice to say to nobody, but everybody on that motherfucker, Bret's the greatest. Bret's
begging him up. Crazy phone. They even gave Booker T.
And Bret at the nerve to say fucking Goldberg thought like this shit was real. Like he really believed it. Like his character. I'm like, nigga, they just gave you a whole fucking minute and a half fucking career highlight. You're the greatest. Da 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 da. Like nigga, like.
Just crapped
if
on
you're saying this shit ain't real, but nigga, what are we doing?
Whole business because he got kicked in the face.
Oh man, I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too, bro. 2.8 mil.
I keep saying that. I keep saying that. He doesn't have to be mad. He does. A lot.
And then you see a nigga in Saudi Arabia getting like $1 million for one match. You're like, ooh, same nigga. Yo, killer. He's like, I killed you, but you still living.
You good, yo. You still walking. Bret is so hurt, bro. I thought they was gonna give him a longer segment. He was so hurt.
Goldberg said, a milli. I swear that kick was intentional. I could just see it. Like, look, WCW is where the big boys play. The Bret Hart comes in. Like, Bret's my boy, but Bret and Shawn were like the smaller heavyweight champions, even on WWE. So then they come over to big old WCW. Goldberg see this little nigga come up in there. You're like, this little nigga get paid more than me? Like, what?
Show me, y'all.
This is Sparta. It's even worse on Ward. Yo, God damn. I told you I'm about to do to you.
It wasn't your fault, bro. Put your hand up.
Concussion kick. What?
Yeah. Concussion kick.
What's a concussion kick? Bret bouncing off the ropes, trying to process the shit. Fuck that concussion kick.
No.
Oh, fuck. That's a kick.
No. Spear. Get up. Spear. 1, 2, 3.
Goldberg a motherfucker for that one, man. Jesus Christ.
Girl, he mad.
Damn, Bret. I'm mad for Bret.
I know classics. And don't act like he still wasn't around. Because wasn't Bret Hart part of the black and silver? I just thought about that.
Nah, Bret Bret was his career.
I could have swore he was part
of. He came back
of,
for like the WWE shit after that.
Bro, I could have swore near the end he was with Vince Russo and the Jeff Jarrett. It was Jeff Jarrett, Bret Hart, and I think
he probably might have been out there like he's not wrestling.
Yeah, nah,
they be having him do a lot of nothing out there.
Yeah, like
they was having him do a lot of nothing. Come out, interfere. Hey, that was one of the things though. Bret was firing at the same time though, because he said something that really like resonated as a kid. For which I started off a WWE guy. I watched them both, but I always was pro WWE. But Bret said something that really made me like one of my sticking points as a kid that made me more lean towards tuning into WWE, which was I knew what was going to happen on WCW. And he said the same thing that happened. He says, the fucking main event is going to be an interference at the end. There's not going to be no clear winner. And fucking, it's just going to be a big ass brawl. And they talked about that, how they had issues with the time management, never ending on time, how they didn't have like a clear story going into the end because of how much time they had to do once they had Thunder, and they had a Saturday show as well, and then they got pay-per-views as well, so they're booking like 10 hours of TV in 2 days and shit, so they don't got like proper finishes and all this shit, like no structure basically. And I'm just like, yo, Brett kind of right, but like, you salty, you know what I'm saying? You the most salty one. Like, nigga, I left a good job to go to the I should have took that pay cut. Bro. Like, damn.
Little side question. Now I'm starting to realize, why is all these, besides WWE, I gotta say it, why is all these damn near all of these wrestling promotions, why are they copying a lot of the failure from WCW? Like Bullet Club now, literally, it's like, why are y'all following to the T? Like, I gave up on Bullet Club when literally their matches ended like a NWO WCW main event. It's nothing but run-ins. You know it's going to be interference. You know it's going to be 30 of them. It's going to be, what is going on? And then AEW, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. What was you saying? I'm not even gonna do that.
Nashville's a motherfucker, man. Because man, he was digging on Goldberg just like Brett, maybe even more so, man. Because he was just like, he's a football player, he's a fan, he's a mark.
Because this man,
when I beat him, man, you hear that crowd, I was over as fuck, and I'm like, yeah, you know,
it was almost like watching a cycle.
But yo, another thing too, man. Nash, you are not getting out of here free, man. Nash gets my jail card for the week, bro. Nash gets my jail card because how dare you? How dare you throw all that shade on Dusty, bro? Because bro, there was a few shots. I thought it was 2, but technically it was 3, bro. First of all, why are you gonna bring up Dusty doing asses? And if he didn't, then why would he even? That's even more of a diss. Like, yo, Dusty did some acid and it was like, you're Oz. I'm explaining to him that's not a person, that's a geographical location. And he's just like, no, you're Oz. He's like, so they got me wrestling as a geographic location. Like, basically, like, yo, this dude's dumb. You know what I'm saying? And then later on in episode 2, he's like, yo, they got fucking they got Jenna Jameson on WWE Raw. And we counter by giving some dude an NWO shirt, and it shows Dusty Rhodes getting an NWO shirt. I'm just like, yo, this is the second episode. This is 2 for 2. This nigga got a reference with Dusty. Like, got Dusty name in his mouth. Like, okay, we get it. Like, Dusty made you the eyes, you salty about it, my nigga. He's still the American dream. He's still the American dream, my dude. Like,
you gotta relax.
Yeah, I think that's why Brett and Kevin Nash were like gelling so well. They were 2 bitter motherfuckers in this.
Yo, but Kevin Nash was bitter by a lot. I like the bitter. Yo, that Goldbergness was nasty.
Kevin was very snobby with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like,
I get Bret Hart.
Brett was definitely more bitter. Yeah,
no, I don't care. It makes sense to me. It makes sense. I don't care. But Kevin Nash, it literally, even when they cut the Booker T, when you wasn't here, I kept giving credit. Like, if you watched the timing, the production was cut into Booker T or Conan when this dude was, all right, yo, whatever. Literally, it was just so funny because every time they would just double down and like, yeah, he was mad that Goldberg was being Goldberg. Like, he was him. He was mad he was him. By
DDP also thought, well, DDP was one of them, you know what I'm saying? But it was funny because there was 2 parts that stuck out. The first one was when the executive tried to place the blame on the talent, like, yo, it's the talent's fault this thing went out, like they weren't producing. And then they cut to DDP and he's like, that's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And then they cut to another part, Booker T's talking, he's just like, yo, the old folks, like, they didn't want to like transition, like they're not trying to give up their spots or whatever. And then they cut right to DDP, and he's like, "We earned those fucking spots." And I'm just like, "Yo, DDP, like, damn, my nigga,
that
like
was
you have to earn for your like he's
yo,
Booker T said some shit like,
you hear me?
huh?
What
Yeah,
that? I don't remember that.
that was on either episode 1 or it got to be episode 1 because I just
I
watched
only
episode.
remember because the only reason why I asked, the only time I remember DDP saying that is when they was talking about episode 3 Vince Russo episode. That's what I'm lost.
Nah, it had to be episode 1 because I just watched back half of episode 2, and maybe it was on episode 2, but I feel like it was on episode 1. There's a part where Booker T says like the people who were like at top were holding down the people at the bottom. Basically, they don't want to like put nobody from the bottom over. You know what I'm saying? They just want to keep the hierarchy how it is, basically. Not in those words, but that's basically what he was saying. And they cut to DDP. DDP's just like, nah, bro, like we earned those spots. Like
I gotta go back.
I'm just like, yo, DDP a motherfucker, bro. Like, but at the same time, oh, that's fire. At the same time, DDP helped so many people, so I ain't gonna like go too hard. But DDP was very protective of his status. You could tell he was one of those people playing the politic game pretty tough.
He was damn near 40 anyway. Oh, believe it.
My nigga came in, yeah.
But at the time, I'm not gonna hold you like somebody like DDP, or if it was like Sting. The only reason why I don't blame them, especially at that time, bro, the way Kevin Nash. I'm sorry, I know everybody won't leave the name out of it, but Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hogan was moving, bro. You're not gonna be on your like, bro. I gotta secure my bag. They wallet.
Vince Russo though definitely got to be he got to be the one though, man. He got to be the one because as bad as all those things are, nothing trumps you have in your time period. David Arquette is the world champion, and yourself is a world champion. And yourself as a world champion is even worse than David Arquette as the world champion to keep it.
We didn't get there. We didn't get there. You're right. That's why there's a gap. Notice up here, might be up here. Can't even see my hand, right? It might be up here. It might be up here. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I can't wait to see that episode because I want to see how big of a role did Jeff Jarrett play on? Because we know how he liked to be Booker God. Nobody talking about
you. When WCW got to Jeff Jarrett as that guy over there, I was checking out.
He was already backstage.
I was checking out.
You're talking about in front where he was close to Vince Russo. That's why I'm asking this question. That's why I'm asking this question because somebody always have a friend.
They were the death now for sure. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Where did Jeff Jarrett falls in all this? Because TNA, your little run wasn't so amazing over there either. That's what kind of made me question.
TNA WCW at the very end in the network. So nah, these TNA numbers ain't doing it for us, bro.
Because remember he had GCW, tried to merge that. And I ain't gonna lie.
Heavy.
Listen what I'm saying.
Yeah, Vito going. I was like, yo, man, you got Vito over here being Terry Funk. Like, what are you doing on TV? Like, the guy who used to wrestle in the dress and shit. Nah.
Yeah.
See, rest in peace, Terry, man.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact. You know,
I was gonna say if anyone should be better, it should be Terry, but Terry passed.
Yeah,
doing shit like that to Terry, but that's wild.
Putting people over like that.
Yo, one thing, Goldberg. Yo, I can hold you as humble as Goldberg was, bro. There was one part where I really wish Goldberg would have been a little not so humble, and rest. And I guess, given the circumstances, cool that he was. And that was the Scott Hall clip where him and Scott Hall had that little
Oh
thing.
yeah. Yo, that's why.
It kind of made him look shook. Kind of made it look like Scott Hall shook him. Like they were like, "What the fuck?" Like I know what was gonna happen. like, yo, man, is Scott about to fuck me? Like that's what it sounded like. Like Oprah's like, "Oh damn, like nigga, I don't know if this thing about to fuck me up now." Nigga, like man, yeah, the influence in the WCW, you could tell, like the click definitely.
They ran it.
Man, like that made me wonder every wrestler's hands, like their real hands backstage. Because yes, Kevin Nash is tall, but he breaks down in the ring like no one else. Like it's like a swap meet action figure. Like if you ever went to a swap meet or a flea market or got a toy from the flea market. Come off like yeah.
The left arm move, the right don't.
That shit already came with different arms and pieces and shit. Just like, yo, man, this is not how this action figure was supposed to initially come together. Like, nigga, this is somebody else's torso. This is somebody else's. Nigga, that's Kevin Nash. You wrestling dudes.
Got a black right arm.
One leg is 6'11", the other one's 6'9" and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh fuck! Y'all love this nigga run rough shot.
Yeah, that's funny we said that. R.I.P. to Dustin Ryder. I don't know why you like that.
Yo, hold up real quick.
I don't know why, but R.I.P. Dustin Ryder. That was definitely in his top 5. Kevin Nash, man. WcW. I can't wait for episode 3. Vince Russo. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's gonna be our golden episode because I think everything is gonna go wrong in that episode. Like I don't think there's gonna be any ups. There's gonna be any smiles. Everything, because we're gonna talk about Beetlejuice being involved. Yo, like you said, David Arquette winning the world title. Woof. Episode 3. I thought episode 2 was on because I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get more from Bret Hart and Goldberg. I'm kind of
Ted Turner definitely gets an MVP because, bro, you somehow put more money into this company after.
It's kind of hard to talk
after RoboCop. No wonder you lost $10 million before signing Hulk Hogan. You was paying for RoboCop, bro. Like y'all was wilding out over there. Shockmaster.
Not Shockmaster.
Oh man.
Grab a collar.
And even though Hogan got you a little bit of revenue and whatnot, ad revenue and shit like that, y'all successfully killed Hogan quickly because y'all put him with the worst people ever. All right, outside of the Vader shit, when he wrestled with Vader, that was big. But outside of that and Ric Flair, once he got to Kevin Sullivan, bro, you want to talk about what was the squad over there in WWE, bro? The cheerleading squad.
Oh, the Spirit Squad.
The Spirit Squad, bro. Yo, they take the cake. Spirit Squad ain't got nothing on Kevin Sullivan's group, bro. I forgot the name of their group, bro. Like, yo, they were
the Leftovers.
I
thought earlier too, the Leftovers. But Hogan with all the ex WWE superstars, she was like, oh man.
Bro, Kamala, Earthquake, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Majin Vegeta, Kevin Sullivan, bro. Oh my god. Yo, he looked like I don't want to dog my boy Shane Douglas out, but he looked like Shane Douglas's like drunk uncle. Because you know how you wear the like yellow shit.
Yes.
The yellow trunks. You look like the drunk variation of Shane Douglas from like an evil timeline or some shit like that, bro. Like that nigga was on one.
I'm not gonna lie. I got to give Goldberg also. I gotta give him a lot of points for. I mean, not Goldberg, Hulk Hogan. That Goldberg and Hulk Hogan match. I said it when you wasn't here. Like as much. That was the first thing I was like, yo, I got to give Hogan credit. It was dope to hear that he was the one that said, yo, I want him to beat me clean. Like I did like that. The time he said this the right time. That's why I said when you talk about Hulk Hogan and the whole Kevin Nash thing, bro, I'm like he yes, Hogan could somewhat look out for himself, but sometimes I'm not gonna hold you. His booking sometimes do be seem like what he think is right for the business, honestly. You see what I'm saying? Like maybe because the timing of some of his choices, even in TNA, I give him credit. Like I'm lit. Like I can literally use TNA for some of these people booking. Kevin Nash, everybody just says it, so I don't have to bring up Kevin Nash. But Hogan, yes, you were still being cocky, but it makes you think: was it the whole Kevin Nash and
It's like a
Scott Hall?
sour patch thing. He does just enough to balance out. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not. Yeah, I
He's one
agree.
of them motherfuckers. Like you got highs and lows.
Dope. I thought that was dope, and it was smart booking, like business wise. Like, yo, it's
Sting,
time.
I could see, and given that too, I could see Sting fucking himself over in that situation, bro. They basically said he came into the meeting for the Starcade shit. You know what I'm saying? They had to finish, but he came in and had an attitude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yeah,
made Hogan say, "You know what, man? Fuck that. I ain't doing it now, nigga." Like, and they
yeah.
have to switch the shit up. Which he ended up getting the belt. You know what I'm saying? But that's what ended up making the
I know
messy
what. I
finish. You know, like
those things side, especially if you like just love wrestling, you seen all this BS. I could feel you, but at the same time, Hogan does get a slight point for that. Like, if you don't seem like how am I going to feel comfortable? Like, feel me with you running it. So
right? Like I'm like,
it is a 50-50 right there. I'm not going being fair. Being fair. This is the most I ever been fair to Hogan. I just want to say
but
that.
at the same time, Conan was like, yo, the only person who didn't really pull politics seemed to be Sting. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said I still get Sting's side because what I'm
Right.
saying, what everybody's showing, I'm really here. Yes, I want to excite the fans, but off of what we do, wrestling. Now it's just, oh, I'm this guy, and oh no, this can't be because where I'm at. Nah, bro, like y'all killing the fun. So that's even Eric. The way they was explaining it, like Eric basically said what I'm saying. I see why Sting was like
I'm not
that.
gonna hold you. Kevin Nash, I feel like Kevin Nash got the biggest one though. The Goldberg, the booking, becoming the booker, and then booking, not just becoming the booker and booking one of your boys to kill your hottest act at the time. Because, like how you said, like Goldberg, one person, like there was a time the NWO it ran its course. But by the time when Goldberg was building himself up, they were starting to water themselves down with way too many people coming in, too many different variations, and the fact it was just convoluted. But Goldberg was consistent. It was perfect booking.
And I ain't
And
gonna lie,
basically
Goldberg kind of build them up a little bit more.
yeah, and so NWO or Kevin Nash didn't want to be second fiddle. He wanted NWO to be number one. So
Took one man to damn near do what they did as a group.
he was their Austin. He was WCW's Austin
Bro,
at the same
that's what
time
I'm
as
telling
Stone Cold
you,
Steve Austin, bro.
right here, they really did. Yo, I know everybody leaving Scott
He
Hall.
was supposed to transition. He was
So
supposed to be the person that in the NWO, honestly, and everybody go into their new persona, their new character. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't want to let it go.
Nobody wanted to let it go.
I want to let it go. Goldberg was definitely the end game of
Everybody came off jealous of Goldberg in that motherfucking documentary. Damn near everyone who had something negative to say, and there was several. It wasn't just Nash and
No.
and Brett, but Nash and Brett were like the main two. You know what I'm saying? Bischoff wasn't throwing no shade at him, so I'll give Bischoff this.
Because you know why I agree? Because Bischoff and like how Goldberg was giving up. That's why I don't throw much shade at Goldberg, bro. They just threw me in a position. I was
Here's a
making.
crazy thing.
I
Here's a
was the
crazy
star.
thing.
For say get back. What's wrong with y'all?
For what we saw in this documentary so far, too, with everything how they did Goldberg, we haven't even got into the Russo. And Goldberg was the person who said, "Oh, I'm putting it on Russo." So I'm just like, yo, despite everything we just seen happen with Goldberg, I cannot wait for the Russo part because this is where it's gonna get nasty for Goldberg.
That's our episode. That is our Ric Flair Dark episode, bro. Because I forgot about a lot. Yo, just them little clips. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm thinking about it, Dre. If that's what I said, I'm flashing back. Part of that nasty Vince Russo episode, the new Kevin Nash was Jeff Jarrett. He was the guy. Literally, it transferred into Jeff Jarrett slowly. Remember, he was getting more roles.
That's the nasty transition, man.
Bro, I'm just saying,
A more
bro.
successful version of Kevin Nash too, because he had the TNA after.
Yo, I'm just saying, bro. That's another thing. When this is done, I want to do another episode after, obviously after 3 and 4, all of that is done. But I want to talk about who really came out on top from this. After all of the BS we see,
You know who came out on top of this? We're gonna save it.
Because it's still levels. It's certain people who think, I ain't gonna lie, it's certain people that think they made it, but boy, I don't know. Because I ain't gonna hold you. I think we know, but I really think some people is overlooking one person.
No, we know,
Booker
but
T.
they need to know.
Booker T. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Not even Bad Bunny, Booker T. Yeah. Oh my God.
He's a rat. Yo, Booker T, dog. That thing got me crying right now. He doing it all, bro. Booker T is literally doing it all. You gotta save that.
You gotta save the bars because he's still
you got
not
the reality of wrestling, the podcast, and you on NXT, bro.
Save his resume because I ain't gonna hold you.
Nasty.
There's a lot to break down. We could go down from people that was finding talent or getting their name behind certain superstars that we're looking at now. In the time this episode 4 is here, and the time we get to this episode, if Jacob Fatu touched that yo, you know what? Shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters. Yo, this is crazy. I'm excited for Vince Russo episode. I'm not gonna hold you. This is the one because
That's gonna be crazy.
Bret Hart definitely, he was around that era, and he was injured around that era on TV. I cannot
stupid spicy.
Oh my God, he's going to talk crazy because that was literally the what the like, yo. David Arquette, oh my gosh, bro. David Arquette winning the WCW title.
Yeah, David Arquette went through a death match in GCW. I ain't got no problem with David.
Oh, it's not the point. It's not the point.
I'm fucking around. Nah, that was terrible. That was terrible. Nah. It's GCW's GCW. No offense. It's the levels. Anyone can be the juice.
I can't wait for this episode. I know that's going to be our one. I'm telling you, that's going to be our episode. That one might be the Ric Flair episode.
Man, I can't wait for that one.
Beetlejuice. I forgot about Beetlejuice. I forgot about the bald dudes that left WWE because like there was 8 Ball and something in WWE. Yo, there was a couple people. Oh, I can't wait.
Yo, Rock gotta chill. I know it's his production, but he kind of didn't need to
No, I didn't.
saying
Yeah,
shit
I
like.
didn't. It wasn't even like a "Why are you here?" moment. Till yeah, okay. When they got to the finger poke of doom and Eric Bischoff
There was a
calling.
part in there where like they was talking about something, and then The Rock was like, "Oh, he was talking about after his debut match." He's like, "After my debut match, I went straight to my like hotel room and watched WCW to see what they were doing, so we could see what we could be doing over here." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you ain't have no pull at this time, bro. Like, it's your debut match. What you talking about? Like you going to what?" You sound like fucking Hulk Hogan just making up fucking false ass stories and shit, dog. Like, ain't this why Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan didn't make the documentary? Because they be making up stories and shit. And he like, nah, we only need one storyteller up in this motherfucking documentary. That's gonna be me telling the false stories. If we have too many people lying in the documentary, it might get convoluted with lies. Like, just one liar, please.
Oh man, Vince Russo, bro.
Yo,
that was literally doing. Oh man, David Arquette, Vince Russo holding the top, bro. This is going to be one of those. I can't wait to see how Conan feels. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Conan his little 2 cents, it was everything to me.
Conan be having the good 2 cents too, bro. And I ain't gonna hold you. The funny thing about it too, though, is like how they presented him was like the stereotypical, like for you know what I'm saying. At that time, he was one of them stereotype characters. And so, like when you see him though up on the documentary, and he's just like dressed all well and proper and talk well and proper, and she's just like, man, these motherfuckers really was also.
Yeah. They really had him acting up.
This dude talk more articulate. He more articulate than half the motherfuckers on this motherfucker. He just better than that. Oh, you get up out there, the fucking yo, nigga it up. Oh man.
Yeah, but I am excited for episode 3. Before we close out, you got anything to talk about on wrestling, the main roster? Yo, I do have something I want to talk about. I saw a clip of Damian Priest, right? In his promo, I kid you not, say, you seen, y'all know Damian Priest, right? But y'all don't want me to get in Damian mode. I said, wait, what? Wait, what is Damian mode? Is there a Damian mode and a Priest mode now? Yo, I swear.
You trying to find something? You trying to find a catchphrase or something? You trying to make that? You trying to get ready for that switch? The good guy.
Yo, it just sucks because he said y'all know Damian Priest.
Yeah, that's not it, Chief.
Y'all haven't met or y'all don't want to see Damian mode. I said, wait, what?
That's not it, Chief.
What is Priest mode the good side?
Do y'all know? Hey, yo, you know how crazy it's gonna be when Jacob Fatu get to WWE? Because yo, it's like they basically are. Yo, they're paying him. He's already on the clock. They're paying him just to yoke up right now. Dude's already a beast.
He's in the
like, all right, just go ahead and yoke up right now. When we get you, like,
no, imagine they got
come in the monster, bro.
Like, they're doing what they did to Jay Cargill. And then we already know where Jacob Fatu is. He low key don't need that, but it's okay.
Better not show up on
the pay per view on the.
He better not show up next week on NXT. He better not show up next week on NXT, bro.
Never mind. I thought he was being serious.
With NXT.
No, never mind, yo.
Because I'm thinking they starting to get worried about him. They're getting worried about him. They start signing everybody. Like, all right, you know what? Hold up,
bro. You have
because we heard about him coming in before we even heard of Tama Tonga coming in. So it's just like, hold up, this dude look like we can't have this guy be Solo's backup. Like, he looked like Solo should be his backup. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's hire Tama Tonga. Let's get Tonga Loa. You know what? When is Hikaleo over? Change of plans. That's your squad solo.
I agree. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad
That's your squad solo. When Roman comes back, you gonna need a new squad. Jimmy gonna be like, all right, you fucked up, Jimmy. So Jimmy get to come back.
Is going to be
Jacob Fatu gonna be Jimmy Muscle.
So yes, and it works because Jimmy people not gonna take him as the main player anyway. Jimmy has a main rivalry because that's his brother.
You know what work with Jimmy and Jacob Fatu perfectly is Jimmy was the one who had like the more of like the gangster character when him and Jay broke up with the heel persona. So his attitude blends perfectly with Jacob Fatu's.
Bro, I'm telling you, and then
attitude, the expressions, everything, bro. Like
I don't like it. All I'm gonna keep saying. I told y'all I pushed it back. I even said this, but I caved in literally when I told y'all the story has to change. We cannot ignore this massive rumor getting up how they feel about Jacob Fatu, and all of us is agreeing. So I'm saying this. If you want that 3 versus 3 before you get to Roman versus The Rock in the story, I'm telling y'all, where's Zilla contract at? It's not a reach. Where is his contract?
They need another person, but this is how I see it playing out, bro.
Please, because I'm still sticking with my story.
You're gonna have to put because you don't want Jacob Fatu to overshadow the key players. You have to put him with Jimmy as the tag. Jimmy has to fight Tama Tonga because that's who took him out. He got Tonga Loa for his backup. He got Jacob Fatu. They got Hikaleo coming in. That is going to be the muscle for Solo against Roman. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, Jey Uso comes in. This keeps Jay solo. That's why you put Jacob Fatu with Jimmy. Otherwise, people are going to expect Jay and Jimmy to get back together. Like, nah. Put Jacob with Jimmy initially.
Bro, you're not involved in this story for a while. We got enough family members where we can leave you out. If we need you, literally, bro, we can get
He's going to be the last piece. He's going to be the last piece to take care of Hikaleo.
I don't got yo. I'm sticking with my story. The way Jey Uso is doing right now, he is not a part of this unless they have a big shakeup and he get traded. Other than that, they're not going to get involved with him. They literally have enough talent. Jey Uso is doing numbers, bro. Like they didn't expect. None of us expect that. If you're not, I'm not even a big Jey Uso fan, but it doesn't matter. If I look at my business side, yeet. Yeah, like literally, and I mean that. Number one shirt sells for a couple of weeks. Yeet. You see the reaction internationally.
That's what I'm saying. He can't come back to a team with his bro at all. You got to keep him single. So he's gonna probably be the X factor.
That's me. I'm sorry. We literally have too many bloodline members for you to be involved. You are over right now. You're literally one of the top people on Raw, and it's hella Raw talent. Like, let's not do that. I could name the list of Raw talent over there, and no matter what anybody says, Jey Uso's not even my top 100, and I don't care how I feel about that. He's in WWE's top 10.
Oh, you say Jey Uso in your top 100?
100? No. What? Current wrestling? Or how I feel? No. Maybe I was thinking all time. No, I'm not a Jey Uso fan. But business-wise, I'm not going to play him. He's, like I said, to me, F my list. That's how I feel. I don't care. F my list. But to WWE, my G, he top 5, top 3. When actually, yeah, I don't care, bro. I could literally know. I watch a lot of wrestlers. I know a lot of wrestlers. No. Like, what? Yo, like, I play favoritism when I'm talking about my list. I don't know what.
Oh damn! Like, even if that's the case, you ain't have to say that. That was a very.
He's not my
I mean,
You're
That's
all
the
both,
Kendrick Lamar bitch. We have
I'm
like,
gonna
I know
be
you.
both of your brothers not in my top 100. Is that better? Both of your brothers, Jimmy, Jay, Solo, y'all, all of y'all not in my top 100. Jacob, though.
Damn,
Jacob,
Kishi.
nah, Jacob, baby, top. Dang, I ain't gonna Jacob too. Yo, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even, yo, oh my god, yo, literally, I feel like you don't need Jay because he's starting. If Jay starts to decrease a lot, not even a little bit, because that everybody go up. Like LA Nate dropping his merch and money is still up there. But I'm saying if Jay Uso, if the crowd still not shaking camera, bro, that's crazy. First, is the crowd not shaking cameras from your intro and all of that? And it's
That's gonna get him like a SummerSlam or WrestleMania type
bro
Royal Rumble type main event spot.
by himself. By
Yeah,
himself.
right.
That's what I'm saying to you. Respectfully, I get this is a bloodline story, and everybody might say, but if I'm WWE right now, I need to be focused if this is a bigger thing. Like if this is a really if this is a superstar we about to create. Because bro, that's crazy. He shook a camera and the visual every time. Just for WWE, I always say that. They love the visual. His entrance is different. I don't care how you feel about the music, none of that. That's that visual. If you mute it, that look crazy. Like literally, bro. Like he took the Firefly house and times it by 2. So like that looks crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Now they're
right.
going international. They're going to Berlin. Like, bro, and them that's crazy. Like, what do you mean? So respectfully, bro, you might not even be in this until like next year. And I mean like mid next year. That's how I really feel about this. Because if it's you gotta have, which I think they did it, The Rock and Roman, which I really believe that's gonna happen at WrestleMania. So I think because I think Solo, his tribal chief, is The Rock.
Who do you think's showing up on NXT next week? They said that they teasing different locker rooms and shit. So maybe we get some WWE people, but I think we're gonna get some TNA people as well. They showed Jonathan Gresham backstage with Jordan Grace. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted the people.
Oh, that's
I was
nice.
hearing there was talks about Mustafa Ali. They want to get him back. Ain't that a bitch? Like after how you mistreated now, like, hey, what's up? Want to come back and lose again on NXT?
I still feel like when I was talking about earlier with the whole like Ricochet, I feel like part of me is thinking like all of this is like their type of like excitement to the game. I'm not gonna hold you like with an Anthem with like not saying they're a super partner, but under the same like company type
All right,
shit.
I wasn't here for the Ricochet talk, so let me just say my piece with Ricochet real quick. Ricochet, you see WWE is going everywhere. Berlin, Germany, France, Puerto Rico, Japan, like Canada. They're going to Wembley soon. Like,
It's an angle.
why would you pass on all that? Not to mention all the stadiums throughout the United States, literally everywhere in the United States. Why would you leave that
I think it's an
to
angle.
go wrestle in like 5 or 6 states, 2 or 3 countries? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's the angle, bro.
AEW
I don't know.
just don't move around.
I think this was
Like,
for
I get
Rumble.
it if you just want to get your bag, but at the same time, it's like people complain about, oh, I'm not getting enough TV wrestle time, but man, the people who do that, look at them. A lot of them are injured over there. Everybody goes to AEW and gets injured.
You know, we said all of this on the last episode. All of this.
Okay, all right, okay.
No, because you're right. You're right. But I'm not gonna lie. I think this is an angle, bro. And I'm gonna keep with this. I think this is a new approach to wrestling. Period. Like even thinking what they did with not Brooks Jensen, his partner. They got a little angle with like, oh, he left and he like kind of doing a Cody Rhodes thing, but now they're showing it on their program because he was on like his Instagram and all of that, throwing shots on because he wrestled on another indie promotion, all of that. I think they're low key testing all these waters. I really feel that way. I could be wrong. But yo, that bit, I don't know. Maybe this business side of me is just working, bro. It's low key smart marketing. If you want to help, that's the way you help another promotion with not just, oh, they showing up in my. You got to do a lot. And I said this, Drake. This is why I said the reason why I think this is another WWE angle, because low key, if you think about this, the way they doing, like I said with this or seeing TNA, I think this is their way of now grabbing that indie crowd. Because if you think about it, they don't have the indie crowd as much as they had before. You want to know why? Because we was grabbing all the indie superstars. Think about it. They don't sign as much indie super. Their new objective.
They don't, but I heard someone say recently the reason why, I forgot who said it, but it made a lot of sense now. They said that they stopped doing that because when they just take a athlete from like out of college who doesn't know nothing, they weren't trained by like a school who doesn't have like a legit wrestler teaching them, and then they learn a bunch of bad habits, and so now we gotta like
I could have told you
untrain
that.
all their bad habits, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Like, yeah, it takes more time to untrain the people's bad habits when they come in from like the other shit, as opposed to just grabbing like someone who's like fresh out.
And it makes sense. I'm not gonna hold you. It makes all the sense. Like respectfully to indies, thank you. We got AEW, and I really mean that. But respectfully, the way WWE moving, how can you be mad at them? Look at the talent they're creating. NXT is literally the example. This is why we're doing this. So that's what I'm trying to highlight on. Another way to grab these indie crowd. Let's do an angle of doing kind of what the indies was hyped about, like what Cody was doing, how people was leaving, hitting the come to promotions, coming back. Now you got TNA, not to put them like that, but compared to WWE, TNA got way more indie fans than anything. No, I think it's all a different approach of getting their indie fans. I really like looking at it as a business strategy, bro. I think that's very intelligent. I ain't gonna hold you. I could be wrong. I could just be looking too deep into it. I am Frost, but I'm just saying
That indie fan base is only so large, though. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta.
But that's
I
adding
mean,
to
for the talent, yeah, for the talent, you gotta have someone to. You gotta pick from somewhere, you know. But now they got their own little performance center. But
I'm not saying no. WWE is a point where we don't have to just focus on this crowd. What I'm saying is this is an angle to get to them crowd, because bro, they already appease everybody else. This is what I'm saying to you. Every other fan base right now is on 1,000. So let's just get this little scrape up from AEW. Like, not to look at it, but if you want it, we're in wartime. We talking about WCW Raw anyway. Let's get this indie crowd. That angle they're doing that I'm speaking of is not hurting the main fans or even the newcomers. First of all, I don't want to get into it. You want to know why it never hurts the newcomers? Because WWE know how to present stuff of where's where you at with this story. So at the time, I'm just saying it's not everybody doing that. It's still little angles. We do TNA, the people that don't know, the people that's just here for WWE, you got that nostalgia. Some people probably forgot TNA gone, but they still remember Moose and all of that. The people that was there from that Eric
speaking of
Young.
Moose, you think Moose gonna show up?
If he show up, I'm gonna keep saying. If Moose show up, it has to be on the main roster. And I mean, for me to really to build up that wow factor with Moose, to build up that wow
Then
factor.
he gonna need to be a Royal Rumble. He gonna need to be a Royal Rumble.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. It don't even have to be a Royal Rumble. When Drew cutting his wild promo just come out, bro, that is the ultimate wow factor of all of this. If Moose and Drew McIntyre, bro, WWE, I'm thinking business wise to everything. Not only the wow factor of the nostalgia and all that, let's talk about it. The number one video package, motherfuckers, is definitely WWE. Let TNA get that little, yo, I'm telling you, bro, it's going to look like magic. The show Moose and all these clips, I should have been here. That you already know how they cook. You already know how they cook. That can, yo, it can have always, and Drew could have a. You can even have Moose win because you always have that little thing of the CM Punk story.
I saw CM Punk have a little involvement,
Just saying.
little distraction or something, and protects Drew.
Just
And
saying.
it puts Moose in a big light. That'd be fire.
No,
And I don't think Drew would have a problem with that because he cool with Moose. You know what I'm saying?
definitely is. That's why they was the first ones on the main roster that even had that little tease. That's what I'm saying. You got put the tease there. If he show up, I'm sorry. I'm here now. I'm here.
Drew, yeah, you gotta do the job, Drew.
Even if
It's
respectfully,
not
at
gonna,
this
yeah.
point, Drew do need to do the job, but even if he win, bro, I will be happy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right, just for him to get that look. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? That exposure,
where
yeah.
McIntyre is right now. That's a lot, bro. And
Right.
this main roster, respectfully, NXT, you're one of my favorites right now. But just saying, we already know where people stand, bro. Drew McIntyre, where he at with CM Punk, and you facing Moose. Even if you lose, bro, that's people watch that. Let's talk about the ones that don't know who Moose is. And then think about this. They sitting around and the people that know Moose, they doing this. Moose. What the like what you see what I'm saying? It's going to hit different. Respectfully to NXT, but no, Moose. I want you to come over here. You deserve it.
Yeah,
But
he said the same thing. He's like, respectfully, I want to be on the main roster when I
for it to
come. And I was like, oh man, like
no,
I,
he
I,
not
I understand you, but I hope
no,
that don't rub anybody the wrong way. Like you basically
I don't think it will. You know why? Because this is not like the Vince type era. This is the era. We got to think about who running shit now, bro. This is somebody who wants you to see you work, wants you to see push. Not like the difference of I hate to use it, but like Will Ospreay to like you saying I don't want to work like that, and you're not showing work. Moose is like, bro, I'm outside. I'm outside enough where I don't want to be there, bro. I have my proof. You go see my credits. You can see my resume. You can see who I fought. You can see the money I brought to this
Right.
company.
I mean, once you have you're going back and forth with Drew McIntyre online, bro. So it don't make
That's
sense for you to
then he
go
got,
to
and then like a resume, he got people
NXT. You know what
back
I'm
up.
saying?
I got people you could call right there. You don't got to call them. I'll
Right.
ask them to go to your office for me if you don't mind. That's what I'm saying. It's levels right now.
I pray
Moose,
to God that don't send Jacob out to the NXT, man. That'd be so
bro,
nasty.
saying
That'd be
that.
the nastiest bullshit.
Why would you even think that? You really think they would?
Cause I think they scared, bro. I think they called an audible, bro. I think they signed him. I think when they originally signed him, he was supposed to be Solo's guy, and then they was like, "Hold up, he's
in the
too
room.
good. He's
He
too
just
good.
walked.
That's too much buzz. This ain't gonna work.
They
He's gonna
blew.
over."
They blew the whistle. All right, wrestle. Oh, whoa, wait.
Like, hold up, bro. Like, they catered my nigga right now. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't technically because they didn't debut him yet. But they just like, hold up. This nigga is like a problem. We
gotta understand it did not.
we gotta build Solo up more. This nigga been in the WWE for over a year now, like damn near 2 years or whatnot.
But I mean,
In
but he was
video
behind.
games,
He was
and they like,
behind.
hold up, Solo. Like we need a little more time to build Solo up before we debut this guy who's never been seen on WWE before because we were worried, bruh.
It makes sense, bro. We talking about WCW. It's like Goldberg. At that time, that presence, the way this man can move in the ring, just the wow factor that they know they're gonna have. This man is Goldberg, right? Like, what? When this man renews his contract in WWE, oh boy.
Yeah, Ricochet bugging, bro. Especially leaving Samantha Irvin in that locker room, bro. Yeah, are you
Oh my
kidding
gosh,
me?
I already talked about it, but I'm bringing it up
Like,
again.
where your man?
I
Your man?
said,
Your man in here. Word.
podcast is always been right. I thought I was
Yo,
joking.
Samantha, what you have for dinner tonight? Samantha,
Like
where we going? Where we going to eat, Samantha?
to help that man get over. Y'all thought I was over exaggerating. I literally said since she started reacting to his matches, he got a little push. Oh no, you're wilding. Okay, fast forward it to now. Oh, I'm leaving. Oh, Ricochet's leaving. The first, not 5, not 30. I want to say the first 50 comments. Where's Samantha going? Is Samantha going with you? Please don't take Samantha. Is Samantha really leaving? Oh, they got Justin Roberts. You can stay here, Samantha. You're the GOAT. Stay here, Samantha. Oh, wait, Ricochet, maybe you should stay. So Samantha could stay. Like, what are y'all saying? Samantha the GOAT. What's wrong with them?
So you basically telling me Ricochet is the modern day Mark Barrow and Samantha Irvin is a talented Sable. Emphasis on the talented.
Shut up. I'm sorry I had to talk to you like, but shut up, because that was a
Yo, Ricochet, lucky.
He called the marvelous marvelous Ricochet Mero is wild.
Nah.
You better not.
You pointed it out with all the Samantha comments.
I'm just saying.
It sounded like the Sable. It sounded like Sable all over. It sounds like Sable all over, bro. I'm just saying.
Even though I think it's fake,
and she don't even accompany him to the ring or anything. She try to mind her business too.
Yo,
and
another bar. No. Because every time you talk, I think of another bar. Let's talk about it. Ricochet being written off TV. What you think got the most clips from Ricochet being written off TV? It wasn't
Samantha
even, bro.
Irvin running to go check on him.
Running off in her blue outfit to go see yo.
That's what make me think. That's what make me think it's an angle, bruh. Because that they trying to spin the dirt sheets. Because if that's his last appearance, why have her do a follow up that you can't follow up on? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, no, because and Dre, once again added on to the bar. You know what that did? That scared people that she was being written off TV. Nobody was worried about no damn Ricochet. They was worried about Samantha Irvin leaving. God.
Samantha, don't go nowhere. All right.
Ricochet,
what? We need you in the 2K video games. You know what I'm saying?
What the?
Announcing them names. Yo, Samantha, we need you at them packed stadiums. All right. I think that is that what's happening? Is that why Ricochet is mad? Because Samantha Irvin's in the ring during the main event with the lights off, with the spotlight shining on just her. It literally shines just on her. The lights go off and the spotlight shines just on her right at the main event. And she does her announcements, then it shines on the champion and the challenger. And Ricochet just sitting back there watching like,
I want to know what hurt my feelings.
I'm out of here.
I like to give people real feedback. You know what I'm thinking that I hope I make?
I'll fuck around. I'll fuck with Ricochet. That's pretty good.
When you go to a show, right? They announce like who's doing the announcements. They even introduce them. They introduce the people at commentary. I want to hear Samantha Irvin's pop.
I want Ricochet to show up at the NXT Battle Royal and do some time. That's what he needs. That's what he needs. Ricochet needs NXT Performance Center. And somebody needs to lock that nigga in the motherfucking promo room. Lock that nigga in the promo room. Don't let him out. Like, dog, you got the in-ring flips. You got that down, bro. You're always going to be hindered by your lack of promo. And you can't blame anybody for how you book because, bro, like, there's only so far you could go with just in-ring skill, bruh.
Say it all the time.
You gotta have promo. You gotta have some promo. And
Bro,
he just don't got it. That's what he don't got.
I know y'all think I'm joking, but I'm serious. And I want to say this first. I think I said it on the pod. I was the big Prince Puma fan. So don't like it's not. I'm just going on where we at. Now this man is given the microphone, and we need more than wrestling. It's just hitting different, like he's saying. And the most yo, I'm sorry, I can't. Yo, the most storytelling I got for him, well, it was like believable. That it was captivating. That was his storytelling when he kept talking to Samantha before he do a death-defying move.
He can't be leaving. You know why he can't be leaving? Because if you leave now, Braun Breaker gonna be looking at your female every week when he come out there, and you ain't even gonna be out there and just like, I sent your man to fucking AEW.
I'm talking about damn Ian Logan Paul. Jesus Christ, I ain't gonna lie. Damn, Ricochet has taken the doo-doo.
Why would you like? All right, why would you? Why would anybody? I understand going to AEW if WWE decided not to re-sign your contract. You know what I'm saying? Or if they try to lowball you and like, you know what, we can't afford to pay what we paid you last contract. That I can understand. But for you to just be like, you know what, I just want to go over there to AEW so I could wrestle longer matches, like. Bruh, like for one, they wrestle. There's one show, 2 shows a week, 3 shows a week, but niggas literally wrestle like once a week. If you're lucky, wrestle once a week, bruh.
That's a fact because they do all shows in one night.
And you get up in there with like a lot of inexperienced people who end up getting injured, bruh. You gonna fuck around and get injured, Ricochet. Right now, you need to be slowing down. You need to be working smarter, not harder, bruh.
Not even that. I still saying this. I'm gonna keep saying this. And I every time I ask somebody, I get the same thing. Even shout out to Joe. Ari didn't really put much in it, but I asked my boy from work is like literally, why y'all want to go Ricochet? Why y'all want Ricochet to go over there? Oh, and always lead up to him and Will Ospreay. I say, cool, bet.
And then what?
Fine. No, and then what? I always say, within 3 to 4 months, and I might be being nice, he is going to be he might be worse than WWE. At least they gave him titles and all that. He might be lower than that. I really feel that way.
And here's the thing too with Will Ospreay, we're gonna get a good match, but it's like, who's the heel? Who's the face?
Not even Will Ospreay is gonna go over.
Who else? I'm like his other matches. Ray Phoenix, okay, but who's the heel? Who's the face? Everybody who he matches up with, well, are also baby faces. Like he doesn't have like a heel over there that he really fits. It's just like
EWS Prince Puma. That's the
Ricochet. Xavier Woods is in that locker room. Damian Priest is in that locker room, sir.
Relax. Oh yeah, Damian Priest is out here snatching things.
Well, yeah, Ricochet. This is how iffy the AEW locker room is, bruh. Lana was with Rusev in that AEW locker room and got snatched up by a WWE guy. You gonna go to the AEW locker room and leave? Look, you see how they do buddies, girl? That's Dom's mommy. Right. Samantha gonna be somebody mommy over there in WWE. You go over there and go to AEW and play with Ospreay if you want it, bro.
Bro. Hey,
grab a collar.
Hey, yo.
This is Will Ospreay is not a true friend. He's not. If he was a real friend, he would have been like, yo, Ricochet, tell Paul I'm sorry, bro. Tony made me say that shit I said, bro. They paid me to say that shit, bro. I want to be over there with y'all, bro. Y'all power right now, my nigga.
I got to disagree with
you.
you.
Over here like, yo, man, come over here.
I got to disagree with you. I got to disagree with you there. Nah. If I'm Will Ospreay, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Literally, this man gets to wrestle and he getting paid. I might not. I'm sorry. When it comes to
My nigga been at the company not even 6 months and already got days off.
That's
And
what
a
I'm saying.
job where you only work once a week, bruh. Dog, what job? Like you have to. There's like a certain time period when you get a new job. You don't have any PTO built up yet, so you can't take a day off. You can't have an absence. How the fuck you been there for like 4 weeks and was like, I need a week off.
On the fan side, I agree with you 1,000%. On the business side, man, out of here. I will be Will Ospreay. Are you kidding me? I get to be a superstar for 1 day of wrestling, get paid a superstar bag. What? I'm doing. First of all,
I'm taking a week
now
off.
in a rebuttal of that, I'm doing less. Oh my God, Roman Reigns bar. I'm doing less than Ricochet.
So see, yeah, that's what Ricochet probably is looking at right there. I wrestle once a week and I'm getting paid what I get paid to go all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
and can I
you
be
wrestling
mad?
in front of a quarter of the crowd you wrestle in front of.
When I say the business side, now I'm talking about the person. And bro, even if I don't know if you got a family, but if I got a family, I got time to do other stuff. Like I got more time with my family. I don't got to be pressured. Like my schedule is more lenient for life, and I still getting paid more than some of them over there. Respectfully, fan side, I agree with you. Fan side, I'm with y'all 100%.
Business, it makes sense. Business, I could see it.
Gotta have two sides.
Business, I could see it. The lighter schedule,
smart man,
same pay. I can't be mad at that.
It's not like you decreasing how,
right,
bro. You're still over than most of them people over there.
But you run this, you run the risk though of also hurting your brand too though, and your brand is important. Sometimes you could boost your brand. We've seen it with certain people. Other people end up right where they stay right in the same spot no matter where they go, like a Cesaro type of character. And then you got people where it hurts their brand, like a Sasha Banks, where you know what I'm saying, you was up here and now you like, you know what I'm saying, you was in like a undisputedly top 5. Now you like in the top 10 type. You know what I'm saying? Like
you try to transition, you try to do a lot. Will Ospreay is at a point where it works. He could go down. Every superstar go down at one point. But I don't think he's one of their top stars, bro. I think he's good. That's with anybody else, I will agree with you. But his brand is good. You know why? And that's another advance with that building that energy off of Will Ospreay. I could get my brand how it was doing with New Japan. He's still high, bro. He's still high internationally, and they pay the most bread. Let's add all of that in. Let's keep it business side. You're getting more bread when you leave these states from these states. They help you get on TV. That's why he still could go to.
I think that was the case back in the day, but I don't think they got the funds to pay like that. I think that's why Tony was able to take all they I'm top talent. You know what I'm saying? Tony's the new Ted Turner right now.
You talk about merch and all of that. Like you don't think Will Ospreay?
Oh well, yeah, with their own merch, yeah, they have. That's like their own little stores, pretty much for the most part.
He's in the positioning period to be a star in America, and if I wanted to, I can be a star over there. Like he's literally, I gotta give him credit. He's literally okay.
Do that if you want to, though, and you saw what they did with Paige's NXT title. They had no regard for her NXT title championship, bruh. I'm just saying, bruh. They're gonna have no regard for Samantha Irving's announcer mic, my nigga.
Oh, that's why I don't want Samantha to go over there. I'm talking about Will Ospreay.
Nah, you didn't catch the bar.
Once again, you kept Will Ospreay does not need to beg to go to WWE, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't know what y'all say. Y'all being fans.
Way too
y'all are definitely being fans. Because business side, bro, there's no way, bro. Like there's no way. I literally put myself in a position. If I go to WWE, they have to talk to me a certain way. I'm not like that no more. I'm giving him credit. They do have then he could say no. But I'm saying he has the room to approach WWE. Yo, we gonna talk numbers. It gotta be like this. They don't want it. I
You know what? I guess with
Tony,
Ricochet, I guess it is smart. I guess if you're gonna do it, I
no.
guess do it now for like a year or two. Don't sign for nothing over 2 years. I'd say
I don't know if AEW is the way. I don't
because you
know.
need to leave so that they can miss you for a minute. That way you could come back. You gotta leave for a minute so we can
I
miss you.
think with everything I said on the last episode, go to AEW if you just want a bag real quick. Because
Right.
they'll definitely give you a bag. You'll starting off, you will guarantee get a good bag. It's not going to be bigger than sausage, just let that go. But it's going to be a great bag. It is absolutely going to be a good bag. If you want that, go there. If you even what you talking about, if you want to go on a Cody Rhodes run or Drew McIntyre, do not go there. I really mean that. I don't care. No.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Don't go there.
This is what I want to say before we do get off is that Tony Khan, you need to invest into. I hope you see the documentary Tony Khan, and with the money that you got, I hope that you invest in a network, like your own network channel, and just have a wrestling network channel. Because the way that it looks like we're seeing like the trends from WCW, you know what I'm saying? And you never even reach the heights of WCW, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So man, it's only so long them networks are gonna deal with that. That's why that's another thing that you gotta plan to affect. If you're gonna do a Ricochet, like, yo, man, this is like a quick money grab. There's no telling how long this thing is gonna stick around unless this dude buys his own network station. So unless Tony buys his own network station, the way things are going, man, you might as well hurry up, get up in there, get your back. It's like, yo, man, you ain't ever gonna get a payday like this again. WWE gonna pay you good, but you gonna work your ass off.
Right, yeah, Tony giving out bread.
Tony giving out the same bread for one day a week.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yo, ego gonna take a bruise because you ain't gonna be seen by as many people on TV, so you might not get stopped as much. People might call you by your WWE name because they don't watch AEW.
Oh my God! Oh, my personal bar of the day. My personal bar of the day. They're gonna say, "Hold on," and I'm gonna switch my voice.
Isn't that Samantha boyfriend?
All right, man. Yo, tell them where they can find you at. Yo, tell them. Yo.
Yeah. Y'all can find me at Samantha's locker room after Ricochet goes to AEW to play with Wrasslin. And coming down the aisle.
Grab a collar.
You know what?
Yo, that's a double entendre. I just caught that. Yeah.
Xavier Woods.
Oh man, I remember that picture. They had Xavier Woods and Biggie had one of those girls playing Twister and shit, bro. Backstage, like, yo, you don't want to leave. It's a new day. Yes, it is. That's what they gonna say as soon as that nigga leave. nah, and they gonna ask Samantha to sing the nah.
Oh no. Okay. Tell them where to find you. That's crazy. That is great. Yo, Samantha singing. Yo.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. This is why we're late night.
All right, man. Yo, y'all know where to find me, man. The whole effing show over on Facebook, Kick, YouTube, Twitch. My bad, y'all. I'm a little blazed.
Yo,
Smoke the whole blunt.
clearly see sober Dre and unhinged Dre. This is what's happening. Yo, I'm proud of you. There's no sky blue takes today. Yeah, y'all know. Nope. Before you get started, y'all know where to find me on Fresh and Frost TV. RelaxBacks.net is around the corner. June 29th. You can buy your GMO War merch, OB Wrestling merch. I got the Hierarchy collection, the God Tier collection, all of that and so much more. I got fitness merch, even for your amateur wrestlers. That's right. I even looked out for y'all. I do got wrestling gear on there. Look at me. Shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. You already know how it goes. Say it with me. Spark up that tank. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. You know how it goes. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to join the trend. This is OE Wrestling. Sit back and forever relax.